Hello 4-H, I'm here with Madeline Goodson, my fellow ambassador, and John Spann, the Program and Outreach Officer for the Mississippi Humanities Council.
Hi, we are so happy to be with you today.
Glad to be here.
I just wanted to ask, first off, could you introduce yourself and tell us your position for the Humanities Council?
Yeah, John Spann, Program and Outreach Officer for the Mississippi Humanities Council.
And can you tell us a little bit more about that role?
Yeah, so basically what I do is I create programming that is public facing, that allows the public to understand what the Humanities Council does. I create forums where people can share their thoughts and ideas on issues that are going on in Mississippi currently. Some of those things being like the banned book topic, the CRT topic, critical race theory topic, and then also just regular things like the divide, like the digital divide that's going on with our broadband situation in the state of Mississippi. So like bringing those issues that connect everyday life to our humanity and the humanity and history of our state. Mm-hmm.
How does your job affect history in Mississippi?
So one of the things that we do, that's a good question. One of the things that we do is, what I'm proud of, is we help fund entities like museums, libraries, and cultural sites tell their stories. Like we help fund them to do that. And so a lot of them will apply to our organization for grant funding to bring in a speaker to speak to their community about a certain topic, or speak to their community about an event or something like that, or to host a festival. One festival that we help to fund is the Cottrell Street Festival in West Point, which is in the Golden Triangle, and that is a festival that basically talks about the history of Cottrell Street and how it was a epicenter for Black finance and Black economics. So during the Civil Rights Movement. So those are just some things that we do to give back to the to entities that help tell their stories and uplift the history of Mississippi, but also tell histories that aren't really common. And so besides the funding of it, we also help create programs that help people talk and share more about the histories that are unknown or known, and they're able to learn not only by the speakers or panel guests that we have, but also learn with themselves, like learn amongst themselves. So we create Q&A portions of these programs, but also we break out into small groups to help the audience learn from each other. So that's some of the ways where we help uplift the history of this state. Yeah.
Cool. So from your perspective, what are some skills and characteristics you see that young people need to build a better future for themselves?
So problem solving. I think problem solving is a skill that not many people have right off the bat. And so if you as a young person are trying to become a leader, learning how to solve issues effectively, solve problems effectively, will be most beneficial to you in your future, because there's always going to be a problem, right? And there's nothing that is going to be necessarily always easy. So how you handle stress and how you work through and critical think a situation, and also bring in your fellow teammates in to help solve a problem will help, I think, make you a better leader in your future. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that you were a 4-H'er.
Yeah.
How does that help you with your job?
So a lot of things I learned with collegiate 4-H, public speaking, definitely, working with service groups around the state. Specifically, we were working with service groups in Oktibbeha County because I went to Mississippi State. So just dealing with different people and like also uplifting their mission and connecting their mission with ours. So trying to manage like what group will be the best group that we serve, whether it be a group that served older people or a group that served, youth. Like how can we do that? So I learned a lot about public speaking, about how to deal with the public, how to work with a team. Definitely, there were a lot of times during the group that we didn't all agree on the best way to handle the problem. But as I said, problem solving is a great skill to learn. And also, if you have a team, learning that you individually can't always do things by yourself. And so learning how to delegate tasks and bring in your team to help you, because a lot of times people get in silos and they say, well, I can do it myself, and I don't want to deal with this person because they won't do it the way I do it, or I'm a perfectionist, and if I don't do it, it's not going to get done right. But trusting the team. So a lot of those skills I learned with Collegiate 4-H. And so now in my job, I do a lot of public speaking. And so that was cultivated through 4-H. And then I do a lot of work with teams and partnerships, because the Humanities Council doesn't necessarily have like a central building where we bring people in. The people, our staff, is the Humanities Council. And so we do a lot of partnerships with organizations across the state to help not only spread our reach, but also uplift what they do on a larger scale. Yeah.
Well, finally, especially given your 4-H experience, if you have one core piece of advice to give to our young viewers and fellow 4-Hers in building their futures, preparing them for their future careers, what would it be?
I would say that, one, remember the things that you have done in 4-H, but also while you're in it, really lean into the things that you're doing. When I was in Collegiate 4-H at Mississippi State, a lot of the things that I was doing, I really didn't always realize how it was going to impact me later. And when I ended up, starting my career, I literally would look back at pictures and remember and, talk to Terrence Norwood or John Long and be like, wow, we did this stuff when we were in 4-H, So realize that this is not just a club. Like, this is an organization that's going to set you up for opportunities that could, make your career. And whether it be public speaking, communications, anything, whether it be in farming or whatever, the core values and the skills that you learn at 4-H, lean into them, and also make sure that you don't forget those people that you bonded with in 4-H, because the reason I'm here talking to you today is because of the relationship that I have with Terrence Norwood and John Long. And those are people I can call on today for advice or help or what have you. And so I'm very thankful for my experience with 4-H, Collegiate 4-H particularly. And I encourage the 4-Hers now, like I said, to build those relationships, lean into the work that you're doing now, because you have no clue how it's going to set you up for a better future, with opportunities opening up, doors opening up that were once maybe closed to you because you thought they were closed, but because you're at 4-H and because you did such and such in 4-H, now they're open. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We've had a great time interviewing you today. Thank you so much for coming out and meeting us today.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you both.
Yeah, nice meeting you.